Hi, I'm Laurie. Welcome to the Team Sutton video blog. Today I'd like to chat with you about one of the most effective methods we like to use when selling a home. The reasons that people decide to sell their home are many and various. Perhaps a job opportunity's come up, or a new family member's about to arrive and you need more room. Or maybe the kids have moved out now and it's time to downsize. Whatever the reason, once you've really decided to sell, one thing probably is true. You want a quick sale, and you want one that won't fall over. Well, what if we were to put your home on the market for 3 weeks or so, and we brought a lot of hot qualified buyers through to check it out? And then we put them in a room and had them fight it out to get your home. And then when it was all over, the winner paid a deposit that was non-refundable, and you knew that the sale couldn't fall over. Wouldn't that be good? Well, that's actually what happens when we run an auction campaign. There's a lot to getting a good result in a short period of time, but one major consideration is the method of sale. You'll have seen that a lot of homes are sold by auction, and there's a good reason for that. Auctions work. Firstly, and perhaps most importantly for a seller, is that an auction produces an unconditional cash sale. When a buyer bids at auction, they are doing so without any conditions. They must have already done all their due diligence, because if they hold the highest bid when that hammer falls, they've bought the home. They'll be asked to pay a deposit on the spot, and in most cases, that deposit is non-refundable. That means that you, as the seller, know that you have a confirmed sale. No waiting for building inspections or finance to be sorted. That all has to be done before the auction. There's nothing worse than going through the process of finding a buyer only to see them back out due to a bad building report or not being able to get finance or insurance, meaning you have to start all over again. With an auction, that simply doesn't happen. The second big point with auctions is that they give buyers a deadline to have all their due diligence done by. When auction day comes around, they have to be ready and they have to be able to bid unconditionally. Auction campaigns are usually short, 3 or 4 weeks max in most cases. So when a buyer wants to buy your home, they need to get their skates on. They can't dawdle, they have to do all their due diligence in time for the auction. A third and really good reason to go to auction is that auctions often produce real competition between buyers. And if we can do that, it usually means a better price. Buyers are encouraged by the bidding of others because it reinforces for them that the property is a good buy, so they may well offer more than they otherwise would. And they often develop both a competitive streak and a fear of loss. They don't want that other person to get it. They see themselves living there. It's their new home, and they want it for themselves. Of course, not all properties sell on the day. If that weren't to happen, we would have a plan in place to immediately take the property to the wider market, including those that can't be unconditional. It's actually not such a bad plan B. But in our experience, most auction properties sell on the day, prior to auction, or within a day or two of the auction. In fact, in our office last year, fully 90% of the properties auctioned were sold in this way. One very important thing to remember is that if we take your home to auction, you have total control over the process. Your home won't be sold until you give the go-ahead, even if it reaches the reserve. Auction isn't the only method of sale we use, and not all homes are right for auction. But as we plan your sales campaign, we'll discuss with you which method we feel is the best for you and your property, the one that's most likely to get you the best result. In our next video, we'll talk about another method of sale, deadlines. Until then, I'm Laurie with Team Sutton. Bye now.